If you've been watching NASCAR closely, you probably felt it too after what we just saw at. Something about this weekend just felt different. Seriously, this race had two completely different kinds of chaos, and both are going to stick with NASCAR fans for a long time. One was pure frustration, the kind that makes you sit there at your screen thinking, what just happened? The other was that emotional, goosebumps-type moment that reminds you exactly why we love this sport. And both of these stories happened on the same track, in the same race, just hours apart. Days like this don't just fill highlights, they can shift momentum, change seasons, and reshape how we see drivers moving forward. So yeah, we need to talk about it. Let's start with the chaos. Late in the race at Speedway, things were already heated. Restarts at short tracks always bring tension, and this one was no different. On lap 324, everything exploded. Bubba gets a run on entering turn 3, and instead of a clean move, it turns into aggression. Doesn't just bump him once. He hits him multiple times. First contact, then again, and then he drives straight through him. The result, a massive pileup behind them, cars stacking up, the whole field getting caught in the mess in seconds. Now the big debate begins, was it hard racing or did it cross the line? From the replay, didn't really do anything that looked like retaliation. It looked more like standard short-track positioning that escalated fast. Even later admitted in his interview that he misjudged the situation and got it wrong in the center of the corner. But by then, the damage was done. Still managed to recover and finish inside the top 15, which is impressive considering the hit he took. However, was done. DNF, 36th place. And this is where it gets worse for him. That's now back-to-back rough finishes, and what makes it sting more is that he was actually running near the top of the standings just a couple of weeks ago. Now he drops down the order and loses serious momentum early in the season. After the race, you could hear the frustration. The team came in expecting a strong weekend, especially at a track where they've shown speed before, but it just didn't come together. And now that incident that's going to be remembered. Next time they're on track together, that moment will still be in everyone's mind. Now we flip everything. Because while one half of the garage was dealing with chaos, Chase was putting together something special. This wasn't an easy win. This was strategy, timing, and execution at the highest level. Started mid-pack and spent most of the race fighting just to stay in the top group. Meanwhile, looked unstoppable, leading the majority of the race and controlling everything up front. It looked like a race to lose. But then everything changed on a critical pit strategy call. His team decided to pit earlier than the main contenders, a risky move that could have gone either way. When the caution came out, that decision flipped the race completely. Suddenly had track position. On the restart, others briefly challenged, but quickly took control and never gave it back. He led the final stretch and held off in a tight finish. And just like that, Chase gets his first win of the season. A perfect execution race, strategy done right, pressure handled perfectly. Behind him, strong finishes from and rounded out the top 5. For this win means more than just a number. It's a statement, especially after questions around strategy calls earlier in the season. And the timing makes it even better, coming at a track where precision and patience matter most. So when you step back and look at it all, gave us both sides of NASCAR in one weekend. On one side, frustration, aggression, controversy, and a driver losing momentum after a chaotic crash. On the other, perfect strategy, calm execution, and a win that could spark a championship push. That's NASCAR. That's why fans watch every single week.